Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Test, test, test.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. As always, I'm joined by Andrew Blackman. And together, we will cover every point played today. All Mutual's wagering is now open on today's 8-game performance. Each of today's 8 games offers Win Plays Show, Quinella Exacta, and Trifecta Wagering. Both the Mighty Ocho and Early Daily Double begin in Game 1. Play the Mighty Ocho, correctly pick the winners of each of today's 8 games. Daily Double involves picking the winners of Games 1 and 2. We have 2 pick 3s, an early pick 3 and a late pick 3. Early pick 3, Games 2, 3, and 4. Late pick 3, Games 6, 7, and 8. Also have the high-paying High 5 jackpot. Correctly pick the winners of Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly and have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the High 5 for today. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. However, placing a bet is not necessary in order for you to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We have no scratches in today's performance. Today's performance is entirely scratch-free. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that tomorrow is Force Out Day. That's right, tomorrow is Force Out Day, meaning that the jackpots, the Mighty Ocho jackpot, guaranteed at a minimum $5,000, and the High 5 jackpot will be forced out in mandatory payouts. That is tomorrow. That's, of course, if the High 5's not hit today. So make plans to get those wagers in tomorrow for mandatory payouts in the High 5 and the Mighty Ocho. Post time for game number 1 is now 8 minutes away. Andrew, how are you?
Hello, Stu. Doing well. Big day, some exciting news. It started off our performance. Tiger talking about it. Saw a post on sayhighlight.com involving some of the new players coming over. So big day here in Highlight. We'll get to that at length throughout today's performance. But with just about 7 minutes to go until we begin game number 1, and for any new Highlight fans, wow, not the video, folks. This one's going to explain the scoring format for all 8 games, which today, as every day, is Spectacular 7 scoring. Take it away.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
Six minutes to go here till game number 1, Stu.
6 minutes to the beginning of game 1. Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you and Diaz work on that, figure it out.
Well, I want to hear what's going on. I got FOMO, man.
No, I didn't say do it right now.
All right.
I'm just saying.
during game 1.
We really need it resolved before having a little technical difficulty with the screen and house, folks. Just need it resolved before Battle Court, if it can be resolved.
Sure.
So
We'll
just
get
let
it.
sit.
We'll
But
get it done.
if those screens, folks, what we're talking about is that there's a big screen in here, and some of the panels on it are going on and off. That can be distracting. I know it can be distracting for me, but it doesn't make it to me. I don't want it to be distracting for the players. And then we'll figure out what's going on with it, and we will come up with a solution. 5 minutes to go before we begin Game 1. Make your wagers now for the Mighty Ocho and the Early Daily Double. So, Andrew, lots going on in the world of Highlight.
A lot going on today.
I'd like to congratulate our friends up at Dania, who began their season on Friday, December 1st. Wish them luck for the next 3 months. Those of you torn between watching Dania and watching Magic City when we're up against each other, no brainer to me, watch Magic City. I mean, that doesn't require much thought at all.
No.
Really doesn't. And you'll be able to enjoy Dania through February, whereas us, we'll be fading away soon. We're at the end of the season. And should we get to with 30, I think these are 30 diehards that would be interested in the news that's breaking today. So I saw hints about the upcoming news on Facebook. I saw hints. I know that it was being discussed up at our friends to the north, by our friends up to the north. Who's coming to Magic City in 2024?
Who is, Stu?
If I'm not mistaken, Andrew, you studied or participated in investigative journalism in college, did you not?
Oh, yeah.
So you would typically be asking questions about this, trying to get to this story. So let's play a game here with 3 minutes to go real quick. Try to get the information out of me.
Look at that.
Information out of me.
We don't even need me to help. Diaz has got it. What should I get out of Stu? To get information out of you.
Yep. The information you're trying
first
to get
of all,
I'd
strap your arms and legs down.
That doesn't sound like investigative journalism. That sounds like CIA Black Ops. But, sorry.
We're going to get the information one way or another. The first thing I would ask you is, is this like a guess who? Like, am I asking you questions, or am I trying to actually get it out of you? The first question would say, have they played in the U.S. in the last 2 years or something?
2 years? No. So let's.
See, that was a good question then.
That was an excellent question.
So they played in the U.S. the last 2 years. That would be a no. If I were to watch some international pelota, the Winter Series or the Summer Series, would these names be involved in that type of competition?
Yes.
Okay. So good, really, really high-quality highlight players.
Yes.
Do these individuals play the same positions?
No.
Wow. So we have both front and back quarters coming.
Yes.
That's interesting, Stu. What level of player do you think they'd be coming into Battle Court? Are you think looking at 4, 5, 6, or are we looking at a 1, 2, 3?
Top. Talk Mount Everest.
So I'm thinking that at least one of them had to have played, when they had that great season here at Miami with a tremendous roster a couple years ago. If we're just outside of that 2-year window, maybe one player was on that roster.
100%.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm not answering any more questions.
That's it. I was looking at the question. One played here in 2022.
So, folks, let's get to it. I already know. This was fun doing this with Andrew, but with a minute to go, we'll talk about it more throughout the course of the show. We are so very pleased to announce that for 2024, Magic City Highlight has secured the commitment of Imanol Lopez to come to Magic City for Battle Court 2024. John Olheron will be coming to Magic City for 2024. The return of Jonathan Duke Hernandez. He'll be joining us for Battle Court in 2024. Michela Migarena will be joining us for Battle Court in 2024. Ike Fronda, who you've seen on the court here in Magic City, judging, doing a fantastic job.
Yes, he has been.
Will also be joining us for 2024 Battle Court, and Chris Cabrera, none other than El Nino, will be joining us.
Wow. So 6 new guys coming in 2024.
6 new guys will be part of the Battle Court draft, which is January 9th. We'll talk more about it throughout the show. What do you say we begin?
Great stuff, Stu.
What do you say we begin Pelota for today?
Let's play some highlight. Game number 1.
We are ready to begin game number 1. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving, the red shirt at post 1, Flores. Receiving in the blue at post 2, CRB. Flores serves. Our first game has begun. Rebote by Flores. CRB on the catch. There's the backhand by Flores to the inside. Rebote. Here's CRB on the catch. Forehand by CRB. Scores to the inside, point 2. CRB first up on the board in today's first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3, Iriondo. Santos Cardine, Tito. Glad that you're looking for the 2024 season. Should also mention that I believe Santos has agreed to come in and be part of the judging staff for 2024 Battle Court. Beautiful catch by Iriondo. Hard throw to the inside. That ball's tipped. Point 3. Three will serve. The green shirt at post 4. Here's Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness, backhand, right up the middle. Caught on the forehand of Iriondo. Cool Fitness, fine catch at the 12 line. There's the backhand. Rebote left side. Catch by Iriondo. Backhand by Iriondo to the inside. Cool Fitness is there again. Powerful backhand by Cool Fitness. Well played. That forehand sails out of play. Point 4. There's the black shirt at post 5, El Barba. Everybody back here very excited that Urbieta caught that ball. There's the backhand by Cool Fitness. Rebote, forehand. Cool Fitness on the catch. Cool Fitness looks to get it past. Doesn't. Cool Fitness gets in there. Good effort. He hooked it. Point 5. El Barba is on the board with a point. Here's the yellow shirt, post 6, Tennessee. Point 6. Pink shirt, post 7, Jedden receives. Djibouti Jones. Just watch. You'll be able to find highlight actually pretty easy to follow. And also there's a few informational videos that we play along the way. Rebote left side by Tennessee. Here's a catch by Jedden. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive the purple shirt at post 8, Juice. Black 13. The pad is bad lats. That's interesting. I'm personally rooting for Andrews Aardvarks. There's the catch by Juice. Juice hard to the inside. Robote save by Jedden. Catch by Juice. Juice hard from the forehand. Robote coming to the outside. That will score, point 8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the red of post 1, Flores. Ball tipped at the 8 line, point 1. Flores is on the board with 2 points. Receiving the blue of post 2, CRB. Ball in and out of the cesta, point 2. 3 points for the 2 post. This matchup. CRB is serving to Iriondo. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue post 2, CRB, trying to stop him in the green of post 4, Cool Fitness. Catch by CRB, backhand to the inside. Outside placement is stopped by CRB. That's a great catch. And he scores on the return. Point in game, post 2, CRB. 2 wins it, 1 places, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, and 4. Pair off and playoff for 3rd place. Five first serves to 6. Point 5. 7 now serves to 8. Forehand by Juice. Forehand. Drop shot. Juice got there, lays it back. Ball missed, point 7. 3 serves to 4. The winner of this point meets 5 and 7 in the continuing playoff for 3rd. Backhand by Cool Fitness. Catch by Iriondo, backhand to the inside. Robote. Forehand save by Cool Fitness. Inside placement scores, point 3. 5, 7, and 3 remain in the playoff for 3rd place. 5 first serves to 7. Under serve, loss of point. Point 7. Possible 3rd place finish for post 7. Receiving post 3, the white shirt, Iriondo. Here's the backhand by Iriondo. Robote. Robote left side. Catch by Jedden. Karen by Jedden scores. Point at third place finish for post 7, Jedden. 2-1-7, the official order, unofficial order finish for game 1. Results from our first game are official. Coming in first, post 2, CRB. Taking second, post 1, Flores. Coming in third, post 7, Jedden. 2-1-7, the official order finish for game number 1. There are your prices. $2 Quinello, 1-2, $29. Trifecta, 2-1-7, $148.40. Up next, game 2, Spectacular, 7, scoring. Game 2 is played at 7 points, points doubling after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 2, and post time is now just 7 minutes away. Good luck. Tiger, how will the extra team and new players affect the draft vis-a-vis the locks? Andrew? So, Tiger. The specific rules for the locks with an additional team and how many players a team may lock going into new or can choose to lock. Because remember, they don't have to lock the max if they choose not to. That hasn't been finalized yet. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I will say it should be pretty similar to what we saw last season. The new team coming in, they simply put, they may not be picking in the exact same spot in every round just for the purposes of competitive balance. If they're picking at the end of the draft, it may be a tough roster for them to compete with the other 5 teams. If they were picking at the front, they may have too good of a roster. So there will be no freezes as part of that new team. They will pick in every round, but I think at last they pick last in round 1, and each round they move up a spot. So they would pick 5th in round 2, they'd pick 4th in round 3, 3rd in round 4, 2nd in round 5, and then 1st in round 6. So they would go from the back of the draft down to the front in each round. So that's kind of what's been talked about. Don't know if that's going to be for sure. And then with the freezes, we will either going to be 2 or 3 per team, and then the champion will get 1 extra freeze, as was the case last year. So the championship team for sure going to have 4 freezes. The other teams maybe 2 or maybe 3.
Why don't we introduce this video and then discuss this on the other side?
Oh, forgot about that, Stu. We got a video here. 5 minutes to go until game number 2. This one will explain how the sport of highlight is played.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And we're back here now, 4 minutes from the start of game number 2.
So as all of you know, we operate on complete transparency.
Yes.
Let's call it near complete transparency. The one thing that I'm not going to get into, obviously, is the details of any player's contract. No one's asked that, and I appreciate that. So first of all, Ari, great to see you in the chat. Thanks for participating. You may have heard we just announced that Ari, who basically is if you have to look at one of the founding fathers of H2H Battle Court, Ari.
Oh, he's up there.
Ari is right there.
He gets his face on the banner.
In terms of sports betting and everything with that. Great meeting between he and Scott. So, some good questions here. Steve Smart, I can see Olheron being a lot of fun on this court. So can I. When they came to Dania last year, they had that tournament that they played, and Olheron played. Olheron, T-Bask, Aceto, a few other players came out to Magic City. They had a blast, and it was so fun to watch. Just incredible amounts of energy. I wasn't able to get Carballo here that night. And that's the thing that I really want to see is a singles matchup between Carballo and Olheron, which I think would be a lot of fun. So I agree. Olheron is an explosive player. He's a great guy, and would really love to have the opportunity to work with him in Fort Pierce 2013. Ari, I'm glad you're enjoying watching. And then George asks a question. So, we knew when we first started talking with these players that some of them had contractual obligations to the Winter Series. Obviously, we are a huge supporter. Magic City is a huge supporter, if nothing, we have nothing financially to do with it, but we support all good things in Highlight, period.
Absolutely.
All good things in Highlight. So Dania, that's a good thing in Highlight. As many guys playing Highlight as possible, able to earn a living. Winter Series has been, Summer Series was great, Winter Series is great. So if, and I believe it only affects Olheron or Lopez, if they do have a qualifying semifinal or final, they're of course free to go back and play. And those are one-day tournaments, so there wouldn't be much disruption in the. So the worst thing that would happen is that they would basically scratch a battle court day, if that coincided. So I say I know the guy who puts the schedule together.
Yeah.
And the schedule is done to make sure that there's parity. So that's the most important thing. Parity for players, parity for teams. So that's first and foremost. But in terms of what team plays on what day, we do have some flexibility where that's concerned. And so since we know the Winter Series schedule in advance, what we don't know is what teams Lopez and Olheron are going to be on. But since we do know the Winter Series schedule in advance, we may be able to make some accommodations so that it wouldn't conflict with the two. Don't know that we'll be able to, but the worst case scenario is there would be a scratch.
And with that, takes us right up to the start. Game number 2. And Shane, quickly to answer that question, will be about 3 months, maybe a couple extra weeks this year because there will be a 6 team, so just have to simply just play a couple extra game days compared to this season.
Excellent question. That's what I like about the folks who
keep
follow
them coming,
us.
though.
Absolutely, keep your questions coming. We are ready to begin game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match played at 7 points, points doubling after the first round of play. Cool Fitness serves in the red shirt of post 1, Juice receives in the blue of post 2. And of course, I expect the prognostication to begin as to how they're going to make the adjustment to the Magic City court. There's the serve. We begin. Point 1. 1 serving to the white shirt of post 3. Here's Iriondo. Actually, Cortado, you're right. We did have parity in the first season. I know it's kind of a backhanded compliment, but absolutely. Every player that played here had the same amount of experience, 6 months. That ball caught the top of the pad. Any part of the bat is bad. Point 3. Receiving green shirt of post 4, CRB. Which really pissed a lot of people in the highlight community off. I've been playing amateur for 42 years, and I deserve a shot to play highlight before these guys. Okay. Can you do it without scratching? How much blood pressure medication are you taking? There's a backhand by Iriondo. That wasn't directed at anyone in particular. Just an observation. Iriondo powerfully from the forehand. What a catch by CRB. Goes to the inside, but he goes to the inside high. There's a chance on a rebote. Outside placement of the rebote by Iriondo will score. Well thrown. Point 3. 3 with 2 points. Here's post 5. Flores. Ari, you're 100% right. The fact that we're currently in our 6th year making plans for the 7th year is, I mean, it's mainly a testament to Scott and the players who've hung in there with us. Point 3. Receiving in the yellow shirt, post 6, is Tennessee. Jason Marchese. Funny you should say that. So they are coming for Battle Court only, but will there be an appearance in some Pelota Parimutuel activity? Possibly. Overserve, point 6. Receiving in the pink, post 7, El Barba. Boom, boom. Was that Robin Flores or Chris Flores? There's 2 Floreses there. Beautiful catch by El Barba off a good serve by Tennessee. Backhand by Tennessee. Hard throw to the inside. Rebote forehand. Catch by Tennessee. El Barba's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Tennessee's there. Outside placement attempt by Tennessee. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Point 7. Here now is the purple shirt, post 8, Jedden. It's a catch by Jedden. There's the backhand by El Barba. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Too high. That hit the overhead screen. Point 8. Jedden will take the last point of the first round. All matchups are worth 2 points. Now through the end of the game. First to return, the blue at post 2, Juice. Beautiful catch by Juice off a good serve by Jedden. Catch by Juice. Juice from the 11 line. Powerful from the forehand. Rebote. Catch by Juice. Backhand from the 10 line. It's gone past. Rebote can all the way to the 6 line. Excellent catch by Juice. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Jedden. Juice keeps on the left side. Backhand. Jedden for the rebote. From the 9 line, he makes the save. Catch by Juice from the 9. He goes deep. Rebote. Ball tipped. Well played by both players. Point 8. 3 points for Jedden in the purple of post 8. Receiving post 1, Cool Fitness. I didn't tune in. I was otherwise occupied on Thursday, but that's good to hear. Now, Benny literally was my first friend in professional highlight back in 1991, though I'd met him before that. Forehand by Cool Fitness. Catch by Jedden. Rebote. Cool Fitness missed the scoop, but he turned the rebote. That's a nice save. Jedden on the attack. There's the catch. Outside placement is in. Point 1. One on the board with 3 points. Here's post 4, CRB. There's the backhand by CRB. Robote coming out. Ball dropped on the backswing, point 1. Possible game point for the red shirt up. Post 1, Cool Fitness trying to stop him, Flores. And boom, boom, Benny is absolutely correct. I'll call him because I have, something to go over. Meanwhile, prior to coming back to Magic City, Benny Bueno and I will go a year without talking. And then we'll talk, and it'll be at least an hour. And yeah, we've definitely talked as long as 4 hours. There's a backhand by Flores. What a catch by Flores. Robote. Oh, that did not clear the overhead screen, point 5. Receiving the white shirt, post 3, Iriondo. One thing that Benny Bueno and I definitely do have in common, we both look towards the good in highlight. People can talk about, what's wrong with it or this, that, and the other, but Benny and I have always looked at that and always did that back when we used to work together. He was my greatest, I don't want to say he wasn't an asset of mine, but he was World Highlight's greatest asset when he played for them, front court or back court. There's a backhand by Flores to the inside. Point 5. 5 with 4 points. Here's post 6, Tennessee. Thank you, Boom Boom. I'm a little bit more prone than Benny to, I'm fiercely protective of the Magic City program and its players, so I'm the one most likely to drop the F-bomb and start going after people who are saying unnecessary negative things, but yeah, no, real positive energy. That Robote is picture perfect. That Robote return is a great save. Flores turned his back on the ball. Not recommended, but it worked out. Tennessee, eyes on the ball. Scoop by Flores. Karen by Flores will score. That was a well played point. Flores' Robote was spot on arrimada. The return Karen scoring. 0.5. Pink, post 7, El Barba receives. Here's the backhand by El Barba. Flores on the catch. That's in and out of the cesta, 0.7. Play will continue in our second game. Juice receives. Blue at post 2. Ball tip, 0.7. El Barba has possible game point, returning the purple at post 8. Jedden. Robote by El Barba, powerfully thrown to the outside. That's a nice play. Jedden tracks the Robote. Beautiful Robote. What a catch by El Barba. Here's the backhand. Jedden on the catch. Point and game. Post 7, El Barba. No playoff here. 5 places, 1 shows. El Barba, we're applauding back here for you. 100%. Very good. 7-5-1. Unofficial order finish. Results are official. Coming in first, post 2, Juice Coming in first, post 7, El Barba. Couldn't read my own writing. Taking second, post 5, Flores. Coming in third, post 1, Cool Fitness. 7-5-1 is the official order of finish for Game 2. Have your prices up in a moment. And then we'll get to Richard's question. Did Benny not answer that in the chat? I know why he went to the backcourt. We'll get some prices here first, and I'll start answering why. So there are some players, and it's not a long list, who do have the strength, the physical power to go from the front court to the back court. Benny was always one of the hardest throwing front courters at Miami Highlight during the period of time that we played. In fact, he'd have to throttle it back. And as we still wait for those prices. So, also, some would argue that there's less wear and tear in the backcourt than there is the front court, especially in the feature games at Miami Highlight. So, if a player is able to make a transition, I know that Arta did it, for instance, but Benny Bueno was the major one because he was both a champion front quarter and a champion back quarter on an extremely competitive roster. He won an NAJF, I believe it was the 92 NAJF championship with Esenaro. Either 91 or 92, I forget which year it was. So clearly, marking him as one of the best front quarters at that time. And then NAJF wasn't and still continued when he was in the backcourt. But I know that he played the Citrus. He may have won the Citrus. I'm not sure what. He also was a winning backcourt. So for Benny, he had wanted to basically mature into the backcourt. I think as a young hot rod, playing the front court was that's where all the fun and excitement was. In the backcourt, that's a good place to retire.
Wow, and look at that.
My goodness gracious! What's going on?
Something had to happen.
Look at these prices. What the
blew it
heck
up
is
here.
going on? It's great to see. A $2 wager on 7 to win returns what we get paid per word to speak, $45.80. Not including A's.
You gotta move. You gotta move.
Wow. Look at that.
I moved the decimal one to the left. I get $4.58 per word. You got a good agent.
Yeah, it's always been the case.
We've known that.
And look at the place pool. $2 wager on 7 to win. Place, $36.80. 5 to place, $36.80. $2 Quinella 5-7 is $141.40. 50-cent try, 7-5-1, 543.15. Up next, Game 3, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 3. Game 3 begins the high 5 for today. Play the high 5, correctly pick the winners of Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly and have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the high 5 for today. Over $2,000 in the carryover jackpot. So we're looking at over $3,000 today. Don't forget, if that is not hit today, it will carry over to tomorrow when there is a mandatory force out of the jackpot. Both the Mighty Ocho and the High 5 will go out mandatory force outs tomorrow with the conclusion of our 2023 Pelota season. Post time, 7 minutes away. Good luck. George Quinn, new Battle Court team names. I can say this with complete honesty, is that I have not been involved in one conversation that has anything to do with the naming of teams, the marketing of teams. I have been involved in some conversations having to do with ownership and general management of teams. That I have been party to some of those, and obviously there was a press release that announced that Pitbull would be joining. The likes of Udonis Haslem, and I'll say it, and the Bleckmans. I imagine they're known in the Boca golf world, and they're certainly known in the label world. There's no question about that. Bamco and Mrs. Bamco. But they are definitely known in the highlight world. Early visionaries.
Potential GM of the Year candidate coming up. Who knows?
Completely deserved.
Well, I got a list here.
Yeah, but I mean, you could just make Schnitt up. I mean, so.
I got
this an
a
official-
time and date on this list. This is late night 2023. Yeah, this was Benny and I just throwing Schnitt and seeing what's stuck.
So so this has as much value as anything that you guys could come up with in the chat. True.
This list also did go to Scott Lindsay though, which that's.
Oh, so you recommended something to Scott Lindsay.
These
Would you like to know where my recommendations to Scott go?
Where?
I can tell you.
In email or in the trash?
It's called a circular file.
Okay.
It is. I'm not saying he throws them away. I know he reads
The
them.
trash. That was a good one. I thought.
So let me tell you where this wound up. But just for schnitz and grins, let's see. Go ahead.
Oh man. Okay, Pika. So that's a good one. So Picata. I like Pika. I think it's a better shortened version of it. So you got the Pika Punishers, the Pika Patriots, the Pika Prowlers, Pika Padres. Down here in South Florida, that could work. Dejada, well, that one actually was already used. Dejada, we had Devils, Dragons, Defenders, and Diablos. I'll tell you what, the Dejada Diablos was a good name.
Dejada Diablos?
It's just the same thing as Devils,
I like
but in
that.
Spanish, it just, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Backhand Bullets, Blasters, or Bombers. I like the Backhand Bombers. That's an interesting one.
I'm still leaning
Costado,
towards
the Costado Clippers, because
Andrew's Aardvarks.
Costado's clip sometimes. It's actually a play on
Costado
word.
Clipper, that is a play on
Yeah.
words. That's good.
Problem is there is a real Clippers. Fronton, I don't like any. The Fronton Flash, it sounds like kind of like a soccer team or a soccer team name, but that could work.
Fronton Flyers.
I got flames and flamethrowers in there too, in case you were wondering. Pelota, Panthers, Prowlers, and Punishers. Pelota in there as well. Someone, George Quinn suggested that. The Serve Scoundrels. That's a bad one. And then Philo is my favorite. The Philo Falcons. That is the best name. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get it. That would be, if I had to choose out of that list, number one, and then there's a lot of space between the next.
Two-wall terror. Listen to that.
Two-wall terror. Ramate. Look at these. You folks see, we don't even need this list. You guys
Raiders.
just keep them coming, and we'll send that list to Scott Lindsay later. Look at that.
So yes. So how do responsibilities work? I'm responsible for announcing, and I'm responsible for player acquisition, I guess you could say.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm responsible for the administration of the players. That's actually a very good way of putting it. Anything involving the administration of players.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have an HR department that I was about to say that I integrate with. No, that's not really a good way of putting it. But obviously, I'm not out there actually doing that fine work. So it's highlight administration. That's something I've always been good at, and the hospital is good in administration as well. It's just I don't mind the minutia, the nitty gritty. I don't mind the making sure that everything's, the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. I've always been just kind of good at that.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen these contracts and the way they come out. No better person to be in charge of that than Stu Nyman, for sure.
Contracts, my favorite.
The C word. Yeah.
C-word.
Coming up soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, keep them coming, folks. I mean, the one thing that I could say, there might be some slight changes to the names.
I will say this, is that, with the announcement we made, for those of you not tuned in earlier, now there's 90 of you. We did announce earlier in the broadcast, and now that it's out on sayhili.com, sayhili.com, and Tigers Board now as well, that and we have made it official earlier before we began Game 1. Joining the Battle Court draft, so we don't know what teams are going to be on yet. Imanol Lopez, you know him as Lopez. John Olheron, You know him as Olharan. Michele Migarena, formerly of Dania. Jonathan Duke Hernandez. What a nice guy, man.
Well,
Now, obviously, I didn't say
excited.
anything about but they're all good. They're all good people, no question about that. But just Duke is just such a positive energy around any fronton. He's just, even when he's visited here. Jonathan Duke Hernandez, Iker Ferranda, who's been judging for us this season, and Chris Cabrera, El Nino, all joining us for 2024.
That'll be a great season.
Battle Court. Oh, yeah, no question about it. We have less than a minute to go before we begin Game 3. Game 3 is less than a minute away. You're making your wagers now for the High Five. High Five is that Pick 5 wager. Correctly pick the winners of Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
And it's the one change to the names, though. The mascot will stay the same, but the highlight term either might change or may be removed completely from some of the names. But you'll see Renegades, Cyclones, Chargers, all those teams, those mascot names will stick. Just maybe a little difference in the first part of it. Stu, game number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to begin Game 3. It is a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Here's the serve by Manny. Robin receives. Robote, left side. It's a 2-all with a light touch. Robin just missed on the forehand, point 1. In this matchup, we have Manny serving to Ben. Ben wears the white shirt of post 3. There's a backhand by Ben. Robote forehand by Manny. Ben on the catch. Here's a backhand from the 10 line. Robote coming out. Backhand by Manny. Ben's there. Ben winds up. Manny on the Robote. It's a 2-all, caught the pad from deep in the backcourt, point 3. 3 serves to the green shirt of post 4. Anderluck receives. Jason Marchese, no, Migarena can play with whatever cesta he chooses to. It is true that some players, some backcourters have gone to a 65-centimeter cesta. But he'll play with whatever he's comfortable with. Anderluck from the forehand. That's a powerful right side. Robote left side. That's in the overhead screen. Point 4. 4 serves. The black shirt at post 5, worn by Bueno. There's a backhand by Bueno. Robote, forehand. Bueno from the 6th line. Hard throw. Here's Bueno from the 8. There's the backhand by Anderluck. Robote forehand by Bueno. Anderluck's there. Two all caught the pad, point 4. Forward 2 points, now receiving. Yellow of post 6, Manu. Here's Manu on the backhand to the inside. Robote forehand, just missed, point 6. 6 will serve to the pink post 7, worn by Ikeda. There's a backhand by Ikeda. Backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand to the inside. Manu's there. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Manu on the catch from the 9 line. Manu, beautiful catch at the 11 line. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Powerful forehand by Manu to the inside. Ikeda, Rebote from the 11 line. Big bounce to the inside. Manu is there. Rebote left side to the inside. Scores. 0.6. 6 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 8, Carballo. Cortada. That thought never crossed my mind for a moment. Carballo from the forehand at the 12 line. Powerful forehand. Manu advances, backhand to the inside. There's a backhand by Manu. Catch by Manu. Manu low and hard from the forehand. That will score. 0.6. 3 points for the 6th post. Receiving the blue of post 2, Robin. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. There's the backhand by Robin. A little too much. That hit the overhead screen. That's out of play. 0.6. Manu's gone straight points to a possible game point. Trying to stop him is Manny. There's the backhand by Manny. Rebote. On the sidewall, that's a nice save by Manu. Manny keeps it on the forehand. Lays it up. What a catch by Manny. There's the backhand from the 9 line. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Play to the inside by Manu. Manny, nice catch. Nice backhand. Rebote. Outside placement. The Philos scores. That is just beautifully executed by Manu for the win. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the yellow of post 6. A perfect game for Manu. 6 wins at 4 places, 3 serves to 1. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Rebote, ay, ay, ay. One shows. Unofficial order finish 6-4-1. Price will be up in a moment. $2 Quinella 4-6, 55-80. Trifecta 6-4-1, 263-20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 4th game. Spectacular 7 scoring. It concludes the pick 3. Post time for game 4. 8 minutes away. Good luck. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Juice, eyes on the ball and makes the save. Low and hard. Let's say forehand, fine. Benny, caught by Gauchetti. Backhand, low and hard. Rotate left side by Benny. Big bounce. Brought down by Gauchetti at the 7 line. Long 2-all opens wide and scores. Hand, 2-all. Scoop by Gauchetti. Powerful forehand. Scoop by Ikeda. That was beautiful. Scoop by Ikeda. Karam, that was a damn near perfect point.
Douglas gets out there at the 7, lays it up, back to the inside. Forehand Robote by Douglas, back inside. Here's Inaki. Oh, wow, what a 2-all by Inaki.
There's the backhand by Aratz. Carballo makes the save. Here's Anderluck on the forehand. In. Point 4. Powerful backhand to the inside. Robote left side by Ron. Machete makes the catch. Philo is in. Here's the backhand by Manu. Manu from the forehand. Karam opens wide and scores. Backhand by Aratz to the inside. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Carballo. Here's Aratz. Beautiful catch by Carballo. There's the backhand by Douglas. Scoop by Douglas. Costello 2-all scores.
And folks, that top 10 takes us down under 3 minutes until the start of game number 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have news. Andrew has just come out with something.
I came halfway into a conversation, and That's why you don't jump halfway into conversations.
You had a
folks.
peaceful look on your face when you said that too, and that's I think the part. It's almost like someone who's like looking off into the ocean, thinking about what they're. And of course, we won't go into it because it's private talk. It's not an appropriate talk, but it is. Look, I put anybody on blast. Andrew knows that. I've given Andrew a hard time, but I'm certainly not going to bring that out. But that was funny. That was just the look on your face was just like, obey. It was just the look on your face was okay, good. No, verbalizing is
it's good.
Verbalizing this stuff is good.
You got to express it.
Get Manu and Lopez going at it. That 7+ minute point might seem fast. So the big question, and so we do need to address this, is that there's an adjustment period. Aratz had an adjustment period. Gaucheri had an adjustment period. Manu didn't have that long of an adjustment period. But there's an adjustment period to this court. The unique bounces, the catching, how the ball comes into the cesta. And we've seen consistently it taking 3 to 4 months for players of really good skill to adjust to the court. So there is a certain question mark here that, yes, we are talking about Lopez. We are talking about, I think, arguably, without question, if not the best, he, here is Storza, and I'm missing the backcourter who retired from Dania, played several amateur tournaments with Embil. When you look at the last almost 20 years, you look at these, these really dominant players, and it's in those three names. Lopez or Storza, I mean, I saw them every day at Miami Highlight. I was blessed to be able to see that type of highlight of this era. But there is an adjustment period to getting used to Magic City. I mean, Lopez's game is very well lended to a 200-foot court. Lopez can go to Mexico City and hit the back wall. I can't even see the back wall from the front wall of Mexico City, much less try to throw a ball to the front wall that would hit the back wall. Lopez can do that. That's not Magic City. Right. So there's going to be an adjustment period and we're going to see, because they're only going to be here for 4 months. They get here in February. Olheron, I think, will probably adjust a little bit quicker if it's anything based on what we saw. Andrew, you were here that night for that practice with the French guys, right? Yeah. I mean, it was just so much fun and so much energy and such a positive energy, too. It was all about the love of the sport, which is great. Let's begin. So there are those questions. The players who are local have already started practicing, and Migarena has had a couple practices out here, as has Ferranda. Ferranda practices regularly after he judges. Ladies and gentlemen, time to begin Game 4. Spectacular 7 scoring. Robin serves in the red of post 1. Ikeda receives in the blue of post 2. Them absolutely correct. Nicholas had quite an adjustment period, but look how he's playing now. Lights out. There's a serve. We begin. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Robin looks for the Robote at the 9 line. Placement to the inside, hit the pad, point 2. 2 will serve to the white shirt of post 3. Here's Bueno. Here's a backhand by Bueno. There's a backhand by Bueno to the inside. Bueno, backhand. Robote for Ikeda. Ikeda to the inside. Bueno's there. Backhand. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Bueno's there. Backhand from the 6th line. Bueno makes the save. That's low. Point 2. Two on the board with 2 points. Here is the green shirt of post 4, worn by Ben. There's a backhand by Ben. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda to the inside powerfully. Ben looks for the rebote. He's got the 6th line. Lays it up. Caught by Ikeda on the forehand. Outside placement lands wide. Point 4. Receiving the black shirt of post 5, here's Carballo. Ball tipped off the serve, point 4. 4 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 6. Anderluck receives. Powerful forehand by Anderluck. Rebote left side. Point 6. Receiving the pink post 7, Julian. Here's the backhand by Julian to the inside. Catch by Anderluck. Rebote. Forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Julian. There's the backhand. Here's the backhand by Julian. Scoop by Anderluck. Backhand. Julian from the 10 line. Anderluck from the 12. Hard throw to the inside. Julian's there. Backhand. Rebote. Catch by Anderluck. Anderluck low and hard to the inside. Julian's there. Backhand by Julian to the inside. Julian on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Julian makes the catch from the 8 line. Backhand by Anderluck. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. The drop shot, Rebote fell short, point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Manny. Here's the backhand by Manny. It goes wall to wall. Robote coming out. Manny saves the Robote from the 11 line. Here's Anderluck from the 9. Karam does not open. Stopped by Manny. Karam by Manny does open and scores. Point 8. Here's post 1, the red shirt, Robin. There's the backhand by Robin. Scoop. And the return by Manny. Robote save. Catch by Robin. Robin back to the inside. Catch by Robin at the 6th line. Low and hard to the inside. Manny looking for the Robote. He's got it. And missed. Point 1. 1 with 2 points. Here's post 3. Bueno receives. There's the backhand by Bueno. Robote coming out. 2-all Robote. Stopped by Bueno. He cannot bring it in before hitting the screen. Point 1. 4 points for the 1 post. Here's the blue post 2, Ikeda. Forehand by Ikeda. Robote. Left side, it's a 2-all. Beautifully executed by Robin to score. Point 1. Possible game point for the red at post 1. Robin trying to stop him, Carballo. Carballo keeps it on the forehand, even in the corner. Powerful right side. Robote save with the light touch will score for the win. Point in game, post 1. 4, 6, and 2, playoff 4, 2nd, and 3rd. Robote's save. A beautiful catch by Ben. Here's backhand. Robote. Forehand by Anderluck. Here's Ben on the catch. Beautifully placed to the inside. Good read by Anderluck. There's the backhand. Robote forehand. Will score. Point 4. 4 on the board, 4 points. Here's post 2. Ben just needs to fix his center. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're just waiting for Ben, who won that point, and who has possible place point to get a new Cinta. Well, our waiting question about where to bet Magic City. You can bet the Parimutuel games, which is what we're playing right now, the Pelota games, at watchandwager.com. And if you're looking to bet on Battle Court, we expect you to look at DraftKings or RushBet, Bet Rivers. Ikeda from the forehand. Ben makes the catch in the air at the 8 line. There's the carom. Ikeda read it beautifully. There's a nice return. It will score point 2. 2 serves 4. This is place and show point. There's a backhand by Ben, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Ben on the backhand, powerfully thrown again. This Robote's kicking out to the 6 line. Catch by Ben. Ben to the inside. Ikeda on the Robote. Ben makes the catch. Nice snag by Ikeda. Forehand to the inside. Here's Ben. Backhand from the 12 line. That hit the overhead screen. 2 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order finish, 1, 2, 4. Your price will be up in a moment. Winning game 4, post 1, Robin. Taking second, post 2, Ikeda. Coming in third, post 4, Ben. 1, 2, 4, the official order finish 4, game 4. The early pick 3, 7, 6, 1, 2 of 3 numbers, returning $44. And 60 cents. $2 Quinella 1-2. That's first and second in any order, $22. The trifecta 1-2-4. That's first, second, and third place finishing, $334 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 5th game, the first of our 2 doubles games. Played 2 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 5. There are no scratches in today's performance. Post time for Game 5 is now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
Clear. Jedden on the hop, brings it in. Sidearm forehand. Manny knows where to be, pulls in another one. Back over the top. Here's Benny. Nice catch on the left side up overhead. El Barba, that's a tough Robote save.
Robote forehand by Tennessee is low to the inside. CRB's on it, winding up. Kind of a drop shot. Tennessee got to it, though. Throws it to the outside. What a save by CRB. Here's the catch by Nicholas from the outside. Big right side. Kubala looking for the Robote. He makes a beautiful save.
Rabote, saved by Julin. He digs it out. Moreno Bote right at the feet. Julin scoops that one up. Douglas keeps this one to the outside. Julin has it on the forehand. Sidearm play. Just out of reach. And Douglas, though, digs out a tough Rabote. That's a big bounce over Julin.
Carballo, backhand. Bote forehand by Benny in the middle of the court. Carballo from the 7 line. Bote saved by Benny. That's beautiful. Caught by Julin at the 9 line. He goes deep. Bote saved beautifully by Arat.
Did get there. Backhand lobbed and clearing the overhead screen. Forehand, Rabote powered. Caught off the sidewall. Rotz turns Rabote on the backhand. Manny, that kicked up. But what an effort on the back end.
Bote forehand saved by Iriondo. Sherry's there. Here's Iriondo. Backhand. Low runner. Sherry dug it out. Made contact. Rabote forehand saved by Manny. Here's Carballo backing in. Rabote saved by Manny.
And folks, that top 10 takes us down under 2 minutes until the start of game number 5. As we begin the doubles games in this afternoon's performance. Just 4 total doubles games left here in 2023. That will determine our first and second place finishers. At the moment, we have 2 teams tied at the top. Bueno and Nicholas, Juice and Gaucheri. 11 wins for both of those teams. Douglas in Tennessee and Jen and Benny just outside of first place. They sit at 9 wins. They'll need a good week here, but today's and tomorrow's games combined, they will have a chance, Douglas and Tennessee and Jen and Benny, to at least tie for first place. But again, right now, going into game number 5, Bueno and Nicholas, Juice and Gaucheri tied for first at 11 wins. Douglas and Tennessee and Jen and Benny tied for third place with 9 wins. You do have Ikeda and Iriondo with 7, but based on the number of games this week and how many they'll be playing, they cannot tie for first place at 11 wins. So just looking at those top 4 teams, we'll see who finishes in the top 2 places. I believe the only team not in this game is Bueno and Nicholas, who you'll be seeing in game number 7.
So, Andrew,
Yes, Stu.
Got a minute to go. How do you think that our news was received in the highlight world? Oh, do me a favor. Can you bring up? Can you bring up Tiger's board for me?
I sure hope positive. I mean, what news, Stu?
I'm gonna have to. The news that we're adding players for 2024 to the draft. All right. There's a little bit of commentary there. Time to begin.
6 teams.
Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, time to begin our 5th game. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match, part of the Doubles Championship Series here at Magic City. Up first and serving in the red shirts, post 1, we have El Barba and Manu. Receiving in the blue, post 2, CRB and Robin. Robin got a late start and got it off. Nice play. El Barba. Faked the outside placement. Put it back inside. Sidearm carom. Manu gets there. Powerful forehand by Manu. Perfect placement scores. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts, post 3, Anderluck and Julin. Julin from the forehand, low to the inside. Here's Manu. Backhand from the 8 line. Julin deep in the backcourt. Here's a backhand by Anderluck to the inside. Manu's there. Backhand from the 11 line. JML. John, good to have you in the chat. Hope all is well in France. Here's a catch by Julin. Carom by Julin. Stopped by El Barba. El Barba from the forehand. That's a carambola. Anderluck's on it. One-handed grab by Manu. There's the backhand to the inside. Julin's there. Manu on the forehand. Right side to pass the front quarter. Tipped. Point 1. Receiving the green shirts of post 4. Juice and Gauchetti. There's the backhand by Gauchetti. Robote coming out. El Barba on the Robote to pass. Manu on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Gauchetti's there. Manu on the backhand from the 12 line. Point 1. 3 points for the one team. Here are the black shirts, post 5, Hyro and Ben. Ben on the catch. Here's the backhand to the inside. Manu makes the save. Here's Hyro. Hyro to the inside. Scoop by Manu. There's the backhand. Backhand by El Barba. Here's Ben. Manu takes it on the bounce of the 9 line. Sends it deep. Rotate forehand by Hyro. Catch by El Barba. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Here's the backhand by Manu. On the wall. Ben pulls out. There's the forehand by Hyro. El Barba on the catch. Backhand. El Barba tip ball at The 6th line, 0.5. 5 will serve to the yellow shirts, post 6, Jedden and Benny. Beautiful catch by Benny off an excellent serve by Jairo. Benny on the catch. Forehand over the head of Jairo. To the corner it goes. Ben's there. Jed now from the 8 line. Backhand to the inside. Benny on the catch from the 9 line. Low and hard to the inside. Ball tipped. 0.6. Receiving the pink of post 7, Douglas and Tennessee. Beautiful catch by Jedden. There's the backhand. Robote's save is low, 0.6. Purple post 8. Flores and Manny receive. There's a backhand by Manny. Catch by Benny. Flores gets in there. There's the backhand. Benny's there from the 12 line over the top. Catch by Manny. Manny to the inside. Here's Benny. Robote's save by Benny. That's beautifully played. Here's Flores. Powerful backhand by Flores. Benny's there again. Manny on the catch. Quick release. Big bounce to the inside. Benny's there. Robote left side. Benny now from the 6 line. Low and hard to the inside. Manny on the Robote. That's in the pad, 0.6. 3 points for the 6th post as we complete the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the blue of post 2, CRB and Robin. Here's the backhand by Robin. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Catch by Robin. There's the backhand. Looking for that placement. What a beautiful effort by Benny. That hits the overhead screen, which is out of play, 0.2. Receiving post 3, the white shirts. Anderluck and Julian. Julian backhand from the 9 line to the inside. Robote left side. Julian makes the catch. Low and hard to the inside. Robin's there. Backhand. What a catch by Julian. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote coming out. CRB on the Robote. He makes the save. Point 3. 3 with 2 points. Here's post 4, the green shirts, Juice and Gauchetti. Here's a backhand by Gauchetti. Robote coming out. Robote forehand save with a light touch. Gersheri runs in, winds up. Drop shot. Will score. Point 4. Forward 2 points. Here's post 1. El Barba and Manu return. Point 1. Possible game point for the red shirts of post 1. El Barba and Manu trying to stop them. Jairo and Ben. Here's a backhand by Ben. Here's a catch by Manu. There's a backhand by Ben. Manu makes the catch. Backhand by Manu. Powerfully thrown. What a catch by Ben at the 12 line. Manu again. Backhand from the 12. A little lighter. To the feet of Ben. Out to the rebote. Jairo makes the play. Here's Manu. Backhand by Manu to the inside. Rebote. Left side by Jairo. Manu makes the catch. There's the backhand. That ball is not coming out. Point and game. Post 1. El Barba and Manu. 1 wins it. 6 places. 2, 3, and 4 playoff for third place. 2 serves to 3. Fault under serve. Point 3. Possible show point for the 3 team. Receiving post 4. Juice and Gaucheri. There's the backhand by Julin. Three shows. Unofficial order finish. 163. Your price will be up in a moment. $2 quinoa, $16.66. The trifecta, $163, $833.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 6. It is a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Post time for game 6. Post time for game 6 now about 7 minutes away. Good luck.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Highlight.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure.
Oven mitts. Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a highlight glove in the other one. Would be great.
Have you ever played highlight?
Actually lacrosse, but it's highlight for white people.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. This is Steve-O. This is Highlight.
Highlight is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing. It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees. The ball is called a pelota.
A lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
And folks, we are back here now, just about 5 minutes away from the start of Game 6, the feature singles games beginning today's performance. Just 4 left this season, feature singles games, and most of the guys that are vying for that bonus money will be featured in these games today. Outside of Anderluck here, who is still holding on to second. You got Gaucheri, who is in first place with 55 wins. Anderluck second at 36. Then Nicholas and Douglas tied for third. They have 35. Aratz solo fifth place, 34 wins. And Benny solo sixth place at 33 wins.
So now Nicholas, I saw with some of that, I forget what that tape is on his arm. So I know he's feeling a little bit of tinge in his bicep, but I mean his left side is just so dominant. That's interesting. So what you're telling me is that basically Douglas's season is on the line here.
All these guys. I mean Douglas is the one of those 4 that has played every true feature singles game all year. He's got to get one of them over these next 2 days if he wants that bonus prize to sneak into. Well, that would be a tie for second. So actually, Douglas could finish as high as second, as can Nicholas, Aratz, and Nicholas and Aratz. Don't think Benny will be able to get to 36, even if he. Well, he'll need a sweep. He's got to win 4 of the next 4, but it's possible actually. With 2 singles games per day, just today and tomorrow remaining, these featured guys have no more than at most 4 games left.
Folks, get your questions in now in the chat today and tomorrow. That will be it. As you know, we do not engage in that. Well, the announcing staff anyway does not engage in live chat during Battle Court. We are strictly prohibited from doing so. I was told that I am a loose cannon and cannot be trusted with the chat while we're playing Battle Court in front of a different audience. I think there was some finger waving. Not sure, but I think there was.
I was thinking this weekend, I think we should open it up, and while it will involve a conversation with the higher power, but if really the issue,
I like the way that you said,
if the issue is
powers that be, which is like,
if the issue is just Stu and I, and you're worried about us, like looking at the live chat responding, how about we could also be follow the rules for a couple hours, and we just won't look at the chat.
I will say that. I will say this. Is that of every rule and policy that's been put in front of me or request,
yes,
by Lindsay and Scott, I followed it.
Sure.
They've asked me to change the. I believe they've not asked a lot. I mean, they really
right. No,
you know, they've asked that certain phrases in highlight not be used because they're confusing the public. For instance, the backhand. You know, a reverse. You know, player throwing reverse. Reverse is actually kind of a translation from the Spanish Basque. You know.
Right.
As opposed to yes, but if you're out there saying reverse, reverse, reverse. A new viewer might be confused by that. That made absolute sense.
So
You know, so here's what I think is interesting. I don't know of another sport, and correct me where I'm wrong, because back here, Andrew will tell you that people start saying, well, in this sport they do this, and that sport do that, and I automatically start screaming. Just like, this isn't all other sports. We can't have a Frankenstein sport where we just borrow from volleyball and borrow from tennis and borrow from this and borrow from that and just put the things together because one rule works and another. And half of the players are nuts as is. But I think it would be a good differentiator, a real good differentiator, to have people be able to talk to the announcing staff in real time. I don't know of any other sport where that exists.
Right. I understand not wanting to do it, but if it's just as simple as the reason we don't have it is because Stu and us two can't look at it, I think we should open it up and we'll just keep it off, right? You know, if the fans want it and it's that easy and all it takes is us to just not look at it, I think that's a pretty simple.
Well, no, and I think the truth of the matter is that you and I are both good enough to know what to respond to and when not. And yeah, the truth of the matter is I can employ self-control.
Right.
If I ask the players to do it, I can certainly.
I'm just how this conversation's going to go. We're going to have to start off with we won't look at all. We won't. Oh, I got it, Stu. We got game 6. Then.
Time to begin. Julian serves. Here's the backhand by Julian to the inside. Robote. Catch by Julian at the 7 line. He goes deep. Beautiful Robote by Douglas. Here's Julian. Carom by Julian. Red by Douglas. He gets in there and stops it. Powers the forehand across the side wall at the 10 line to score. Douglas will be first up on the board here in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Anderluck. Manu. Sorry, I was looking at the doubles, Manu. My bad. Yeah, you look a lot different. Yeah, I know. There's the backhand by Manu. Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Rotate forehand by Manu. Backhand by Douglas. Manu forehand Robote, powerfully thrown Douglas. Great court positioning and a powerful backhand follows. Robote save. That hits the overhead screen, point 2. In this matchup, we have Douglas serving to Jairo, who wears the green of post 4. There's the backhand by Jairo. It passes. Robote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Jairo. Jairo goes low and hard to the inside. Douglas had the ball at the 11.4. 4 will serve to the black shirt at post 5. Here's Nicholas. Over serve, point 5. Receiving, yellow post 6, Arat. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Catch by Nicholas. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote forehand to the inside. Aratz is there. Outside placement is out of play. 0.5. Receiving the pink of post 7. Here's Benny. Benny moves up to make the catch. There's the backhand. Robote forehand by Nicholas. Here's Benny. Tipped off the scoop, 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple at post 8, Gochetti. Here's the backhand by Gochetti. Catch by Benny. Benny powerfully from the forehand. Bote left side by Gochetti. Scoop by Benny. Benny straight to the inside. Robote forehand by Gochetti. Benny makes the catch. Scoop by Gochetti. Backhand from the 11 line. That's in the pad, and the pad is bad. 0.8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. Receiving post 1, Julian. There's the backhand by Julian. Robote coming out. Robote to the inside. Julian gets in there, goes for the save. That hit the overhead screen, 0.8. 8 with 3 points. Here's post 3. Manu returns. Here's the backhand by Manu. Gochetti commits to the backcourt, makes the catch at the 12 line. Powerful backhand follows. Manu, forehand Robote, cut off by Gochetti. Backhand, low and hard. Robote left side, 2-all with a light touch. Gochetti takes it on the Costado. Costado 2-all scores, 0.8. Possible game point for the purple shirt at post 8. Gochetti. Trying to stop him in the blue at post 2, Douglas. There's a backhand by Douglas to the inside. Robote left side. Douglas makes the catch. There's a backhand from the 9 line. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Douglas. Powerfully thrown. Gochetti 2-all. Read by Douglas. Stopped by Douglas. Drop shot by Douglas. 2 bounces ruled before he made the catch. 0.2. Play continues. Receiving, post 4, Hyro. There's the backhand by Jairo. Douglas makes the catch. Powerful forehand by Douglas. Ball rule tip, point 2. Possible game point for the blue of post 2. Douglas trying to stop him. Arat. Here's the backhand by Arat. Douglas, backhand, wall to wall. Robote coming out. Douglas gets up there, makes the catch, rifles it back. Arat makes the catch. Douglas going for the save. Point 6. Play continues. Here's Nicholas. Backhand by Nicholas. Aratz is there. Backhand by Nicholas. Aratz from the 12 line. Rotate forehand. Catch by Aratz. 2-0 by Aratz. Nicholas moves into place and makes the catch. Low and hard to the inside. Arat's perfect placement to make that catch. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. Arat's low and hard to the inside. Nicholas is there. 2-0 by Nicholas is out. Point 6. 6 with 4 points. Here's Benny. Pink up post 7. Here's the backhand by Benny. What a catch by Aratz at the side wall. Benny's there. Benny coasted to the inside. Aratz, backhand from the 11 line. Scoop by Benny. Backhand. Benny makes the catch at the 9 line. Forehand right up the middle. Aratz makes the catch. 2-all scores. Point 6. 6 with 6 points. Here's post 1. Julian. Here's the backhand by Julian. Aratz on the catch. Backhand by Julian. Catch by Aratz. Point in game, post 6, Aratz. 2 places, 8 shows. Unofficial order finish, 628. Price will be up in a moment. $628. Official order finish for game 6. Taylor Quinella, 2-6, $36. Trifecta 628, 578 even. $2 wager on 6 to win, $20.60. $2 quinella, 2-6, $36, trifecta, 628, 578 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Game 7, Spectacular 7. Doubles match, part of Doubles Championship Series here at Magic City. Post time for Game 7, which concludes the high five, is now 7 minutes away. Good luck. The high five will live to fight another day. You know what that means? That the high five will be forced out tomorrow in a mandatory payout. It has lasted. So we'll be looking at definitely over 3,000. I'm going to say probably over 4,000. We're looking at potentially $5,000 in the high five in a mandatory force out tomorrow. The high five. Then the Mighty Ocho also guaranteed at $5,000. So as far as jackpot wagers at Magic City tomorrow, the last day of Pelota for 2023, we are looking at potentially over $10,000 in mandatory payouts tomorrow here at Magic City. Some good handicapping. There's a 4 or 5 up on the board as far as those will pays are concerned. So, Andrew, feeling a little sentimental.
Are you?
Yeah. So, what's been your favorite part of the highlight in 2023?
Wow. What a loaded question, Stu. See, the problem is I got to think back. It's pretty long. See, I mean, you got to go back to February, too. Wow, what was my favorite moment? Do you have one that I mean, you got to give me a minute. I mean,
it's highlight adjacent. That's my problem. It's not specifically highlight.
Not specifically highlight.
There's one thing that just shines out above everything else as far as this year is concerned.
Well, sure. Yeah.
And I've been very honest about that. I've had a hard time focusing on much else.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, related to highlight, related to
highlight.
And that's highlight adjacent. So,
I mean, to me, one of the things that was cool this year, I mean, adding the World Super Court, just another tournament, getting high caliber players out here under one roof and declaring a champion. I love events and I love tournaments and seeing some new faces and seeing them on this court specifically.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a lot of fun. I think also, I mean, Battle Court 2 this season, the that would be the spring 23 was fun with the team that finished in third making a run and winning the championship, because it shows you in the history of sports, a lot of the times it's the favorites and people like the favorites and they tend to win a lot of the championships, but it's good to have an underdog story. And the Chargers were kind of down and out, made their comeback, snuck into the playoffs, won the playoff day, and then dominated in the championship. So just that whole story, and I see it connect with other sports, that true underdog story. And the talent on their roster, probably, on paper you wouldn't say they're underdogs, but the way they started out and how they came back, that was quite the season. So those were two of them to me. That was fun.
That's important.
How about you? Yeah.
Those are good ones. I think for me it's just the continued evolutionary process that we're fortunate enough to be part of, which is the story of Magic City Highlight.
Yep.
Before the beginning of Game 8, we're going to roll the Magic City Hustle trailer.
Yeah.
And we've just come so far, and the players have just come so far, and the players have come so far, and the production has come so far, and everything has just come so far, and it's just nice to be part of something like that.
Yep.
I have a good friend who has nothing to do with Highlight, but knows of the role that I played in Highlight, and he described it as managed decline. And then, before that, I worked in mental health, which is the ugly stepchild of healthcare. So it's like I haven't been associated with things that grow. I've been associated with things that you either have an administrator coming in saying, we're cutting by another 20% next year, so figure it out.
Right.
Okay, so the lunatics will really run the asylum over on that side, which is basically what's happened. Or in Highlights, just every year, fewer people, less wagering, more demands made on diminishing assets. So to be part of something that's growing and something that's good in Highlight has been wonderful, which is why I attack people so aggressively on Tiger Sport here when they talk shit about it.
Yep. Good stuff, Stu. Game number 7. It's a crucial doubles game coming up right here.
Time to begin our 7th game. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Post time is now. Serving red shirts, post 1. Jairo and Ben. Receiving blue, post 2. Juice and Goschetti. There's a serve. We begin. Bote forehand, hard throw to the inside. Here's Goschetti. Backhand low and hard. Bote saved by Jairo. Going to take a big bounce to the backcourt. Goschetti has it at the 12 line. Powerful forehand, caught beautifully by Ben at the 10 line. Picada. Big bounce. Goschetti tipped it, dropped it. Point 1. White shirts, post 3, Flores and Manny. Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Here's a catch by Ben. Backhand. Backhand by Manny to the inside. Manny takes it on the bounce at the 11 line. Manny from the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Jairo's there. Backhand by Jairo. Here's the backhand by Manny. Jairo makes the catch. Manny, clutch catch deep in the backcourt, big right side. Passes the front quarter. Jairo turns to save the rebote. Manny will come into the 7 line, wind up. Costi inside, low. Ben makes the catch. Big backhand by Ben, clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand, catch by Jairo. Portada stopped by Manny. Catch by Jairo. Backhand. Flores, forehand, rebote save. Here's Jairo. Drop shot, placement. That's a great snag by Flores. Well done. Catch by Manny. Manny over the top. Ben, forehand from the 13 line over the top. Manny makes the catch. Big right side to the inside. Here's Ben. That forehand got away from him, hit the overhead screen, point 3. We will serve to the green shirts. Post 4, here's Douglas and Tennessee. There's the backhand by Tennessee. Catch by Manny. Rebote by Douglas. That cleared the overhead screen. Point 3. Three with 2 points. Here's post 5. El Barba and Manu. Catch by Manu. Forehand by El Barba. Drop shot. Stop by Manu. Manu hard to the inside. Big right side by Manu. Rebote coming out. Manny's there. Low and inside. Manu's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Catch by Manny. Rebote forehand by Manny. Manu from the 9 line. Outside placement. Caught by Manu. Drop shot by Manu. Flores gets in there. Sends it back. Manu. Rebote save. Big bounce to the inside. Manny from the 10 line. Over the top. Picada. Here's Manu. Backhand. Manu on the catch. Backhand. Big backhand by Manu. Will score. 0.5. Well played. Saving post 6, Ikeda and Iriondo. There's a catch by Iriondo. Big backhand. Careens off the overhead screen. 0.5. 5 with 2 points. Here's post 7. Bueno and Nicholas. Manu on the catch. There's the backhand. Nicholas is there. Rebote forehand. Catch by Nicholas. Nicholas from the forehand to the inside. Manu's there. Backhand. Rebote. Manu makes the catch. Backhand. Manu, Rebote to the inside. Beautifully played. That's a big bounce. Brought in by Nicholas at the 12 line. Albarba forehand. Rebote, 2-pass. Nicholas makes the save. Manu moves to the outside. Has it on the forehand. Big right side. That hit the overhead screen. Point 7. 7 on the board with a point. Here now to complete the first round receive, Jedden and Benny. Benny on the backhand. Backhand by Benny. Nicholas is there. Nicholas from the forehand. Bote saved by Nicholas. That's beautifully played. Point 8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points. Here's post 2. Juice and Go Sherry. Point 2. On the board with 2 points. Here's post 1. Jairo and Ben. Big backhand by Go Sherry. Whip to the inside. Point 2. On the board with 4 points. Here's post 4, CRB in Tennessee. That hits the overhead screen. Point 2. Two with 6 points. Here's post 3, Flores and Manny. And ladies and gentlemen, there has been a late scratch. Once again, late scratch. Of course, it was in and out there real quickly. Douglas went out with an ankle injury. He's been replaced by CRB for the remainder of this game. Douglas will be scratched in Game 8. Here's a backhand by Manny. Sherry Robote. Catch by Manny. Portada. Point 3. Three on the board with 4 points. Here's post 6. Here's post 6, Ikeda and Irionda. Point 6. Black shirts, post 5 receive El Barba and Manu. Here's a backhand by Manu, powerfully thrown to the inside. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Here's Manu, backhand. Now Robote is dropping. Good effort by Ikeda to try to make that save. Point 5. 5 has 4 points. Here's post 7, the pink shirts, Bueno and Nicholas. There's a catch by Manu. Nicholas, beautiful catch overhead. Big backhand. Manu's there. Backhand by Manu, blasted to the inside, and Nicholas is there. Big backhand, Robote coming out. Robote forehand by El Barba, beautifully played. Manu overhead. Backhand from the 13 line. Pika. Brought down the backcourt by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Manu on the catch. Backhand. Blasted again to the inside, and Nicholas is there. Big backhand by Nicholas. Robote forehand by El Barba. Outside placement. Nicholas calls him off. He gets there. Forehand by Manu. Catch by Nicholas. Forehand over the top. Bueno cuts it off in the front court. There's the backhand. Robote coming out. Robote left side. Drop shot by El Barba. Nicholas moves in. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote forehand saved by El Barba. Robote to the inside. Nicholas cuts it off. Sends it back to pass. Robote coming out. Nicholas on the catch. There's the backhand. Manu's there. There's the backhand by Manu. Catch by Nicholas. Nicholas from the forehand. Tough catch by Manu in the corner. Beautifully played. Right along the side wall. Bueno makes the save. Robote forehand carom is wide. Well played right up into that point, point 7. 7 with 3 points. Here's post 8. Jedden and Benny. There's the backhand by Benny. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Benny makes the catch. Backhand. Benny makes the catch. Backhand from the 8 line. Nicholas has it on the forehand. Big right side. Nicholas is there. Backhand from the 9 line. Jedden gets to the inside. Beautiful rebote throwing wall to wall. Bueno for the rebote. That is missed. Point 8. 8 with 3 points. Here's post 1. Jairo and Ben. Jairo picks the serve, splitter, scores. Well thrown by Jairo, point 1. 3 points for the 1 post. Receiving post 4, CRB and Tennessee. Reminder, CRB is a late substitution for the late scratch of Douglas. Tennessee on the catch. There's the backhand. Ben's there, forehand from the 12 line to the inside. Powerful forehand by Tennessee. Rebote coming out. Ball tipped in the backcourt, point 1. Possible game point. Game is locked. 1 has 5, 2 has 6. 1 serves to 2 for the game. Ball dropped in the backcourt. That is point and game to the red shirts of post 1. Jairo and Ben. 2 places, 3 serves to 5. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Elbarba tipped the ball. 3 shows. Unofficial order finish, 1, 2, 3. Your prices will be up in a moment.
One, two, three. Is now official for game number 7. Post 1, Jairo and Ben take the win. Post 2, Juice and Goshieri coming 2nd. Post 3, Flores and Manny coming 3rd. Quinella 1-2, 39.60. The trifecta 1-2-3, $600 even. $2 on the 1 team to win returns $15.20. The high five, 6-1-1-6-1. 3 of 5 returns, 27-30. Carryover, $2,862.40 headed into tomorrow's performance. All that carryover has to be forced out tomorrow, even if we do not have somebody that correctly picks all 5 winners in the high five and is the only ticket that does so. Everything in the carryover plus what is wagered into the pool tomorrow will be paid back out. Mandatory jackpot payout day tomorrow, the final day of our Pelota season in 2023. That will take us to game number 8, the finale. Another feature singles game beginning here in just a couple minutes. Spectacular 7 scoring. We do have one late scratch now in game number 8, post 3. Douglas is out. Manny will substitute for Douglas. So game 8, post 3, scratch Douglas, replace him with Manny. Post time for game 8. It's just about 7 minutes. Good luck.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like,
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having to work, play Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
blood, sweat, and tears. We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more? This is a sacrifice I think is gonna pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that is a trailer for the award-winning documentary about the inaugural season of play right here at Magic City. That is called Magic City Hustle. Directed by Billy Corbin, creator of Cocaine Cowboys, Screwball the U, and much more. This film highlights the transition of these Magic City athletes from respective careers in other sports right here to the highlight fronton. Now watch Magic City Hustle directly from Google Play or iTunes. It is as simple as that. Either rent or buy from either platform. If you buy it for just a few dollars more, you get to enjoy it as many times as you like for life. Game number 8 coming up here in just about 4 minutes. See, the will pays for the Mighty Ocho, guaranteed at $5,000 in every performance. So all that $5,000's got to be paid out tomorrow, Stu.
Max Fisher, in 5 years. This would be. Thank you so much for that compliment, Steve M. I don't know. I have no update whatsoever. We will get an update before tomorrow, definitely. So it'd be funny because, like, some will tell, referring to Max Fisher's comment, so Coach Belichick, of course, legendary coach. But as far as personalities go, Andrew, I mean, me and Belichick.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't joke around at all. Yeah, that's the only difference. Is like when you're serious, yes, but sometimes you get off that a little too quickly. You say, no, I'm just kidding. He's a straight shooter.
So, so he's 100% of my 100%.
Yeah,
all the time.
All the time.
Like that screaming tirade that I had last year with Carballo.
You know, he probably is a screamer. You don't see it that much, but just never a smile, just kind of a resting coach face.
That was more Bobby Knight territory.
Yeah, sure.
Last year when I went off.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, Bobby Knight.
That would have been a better comparison. Yeah.
So I'm very understanding. I'm very willing to talk with the players, whatever. But when I've had it, it happens. Kind of comes on quick.
Yeah, it's just
one day. Quick. Sometimes Andrew's left wide-eyed. I came back and I apologized to him after screaming. I mean, just screaming my head off last year because it really was inappropriate. And that wasn't done from an announcing standpoint. That was done from a bad management,
like, look.
bad player management standpoint. And I came back and I apologized to Andrew, and Andrew gave me the ultimate comment. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh man, good fun, Stu. Well, let's go back to Game 6 because Arats did.
We remind folks. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're
remind
good.
folks of the scratch.
I did mention the scratch.
That's great.
We'll
So
say
game
it.
8 post 3. We have a scratch. Douglas is out. Manny's in.
Now with that win in game number 6, Arats joins the group at 35 wins, tied for third place with Nicholas and Douglas. Just 3 feature singles games left this season for the likes of Nicholas, Douglas, Arats, and Benny. Just 3 singles games left this season. With that, let's begin Game 8, the finale, Stu.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin the 8th and final game of the Pelota performance in advance of Battle Court at 5 p.m. Up first and serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Benny, receiving in the blue of post 2, Manu. There's the serve. We begin. Rebote forehand by Benny. Here's Manu. Backhand by Manu to the inside. Low and hard. Rebote left side. Here's Manu. Lining up. Costi to the inside. Benny's there. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Manu. Benny takes it in the air, winds up. Costi to the inside. Rebote forehand saved by Manu. Benny with a reach at the 4-line. Outside placement. A well-played point by Manu and Benny, point 1. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's Manning. Here's the backhand by Manny. Rebote coming out. Manny takes it in the air. Costi low and inside will score. That's perfectly placed. Point 3. Receiving the green shirt of post 4, Gauchetti. Forehand, caught the pad, and the pad is bad, point 4. Receiving, black shirt at post 5. Here's Nicholas. Andrew, just off camera. Very pleased to see we have been joined by what appears to be a third or maybe half of the Dania roster. I imagine they're going to be joining us for Battle Court later this afternoon. Good to see them here. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Gauchetti's there. Backhand. Robote left side to the inside. Gauchetti with a hop. Backhand from the 11 line. Ball tipped at the 10.5. Receiving the yellow shirt, post 6. Harat. There's a backhand by Harat. Catch by Nicholas. Nicholas on the backhand. Robote forehand by Harat. Nicholas is there. Backhand from the 9 line. Nicholas makes the catch at the 9. Hard throw to the inside. There's the backhand. Robote forehand. Robote left side by Harat to the inside. Nicholas is there. Harat from the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Catch by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Harat, backhand from the 9 line. Robote forehand, played 2 pass. Harat comes out to make the Robote. Beautifully played to the wall, point 6. Here now. Pink, post 7, Hyro. There's a backhand by Hyro. Robote left side. It's a 2-all. That opened up and scored. Beautifully executed by Harat. Point 6. 6 with 2 points. Here's post 8, Julin. Robote coming out. Harat's 2-all. Point 6. Three points for the 6 post. Here's post 2, Manu. Outside placement of the forehand. Robote scores. That's beautifully executed by Manu. Point 2. 2 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 1, Benny. There's a backhand by Benny. Achula, my oh my. Point 1. 1 on the board with 3 points, starting in the 3 post. Here's Manny. There's the backhand by Manny. Rebote forehand by Benny. Manny choosing the rebote. That's a rebote save. Big bounce. Stopped by Benny on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Scoop attempt is tip, point one. Possible game point for the red shirt of post one, Benny. Trying to stop him in the green shirt of post four. Number 20, Gaucheri. Oh, you can cut the tension with a knife back here. Backhand by Gaucheri. Here's Benny. Benny on the backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand to the outside. Scoop by Benny. Rebote left side by Gaucheri. Catch by Benny. Benny low and hard to the inside. Scoop by Gaucheri. Rebote forehand by Benny. Passes. Costello 2-all. Red by Benny. Stop by Benny. Carom by Benny. Scores for the win. Point and game to the red of post one, Benny. 6 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish 162. Prices will be up in a moment. Results and prices are official. Coming in first, post 1, Benny. Taking second, post 6, Arat. Coming in third, post 7, Hyro. 167, the official order finish 4. Game number 8. There are your prices. $2 Quinella 1-6. Let's go with the pick 3. 6-1-1. 2 of 3 numbers returning 51-20. 3 of 8 in the mighty Ocho 13-80. $2 wager on 1 to win 17-20. $2 Quinella 1-6, 107.20. Trifecta 162, 505.20. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Monday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us today and invite you to join us for Battle Court, now just 45 minutes away at 5 p.m. Don't forget that tomorrow is closing day for Pelota here at Magic City. Force outs in the mighty Ocho with its $5,000 guaranteed jackpot, as well as the high five. On behalf of players, staff, and management of Magic City Highlight, we do appreciate you joining us today and hope to see you for Battle Court at 5 p.m., then back tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. post time. Have a good day.